He called himself the PC King. Anyway, so yeah. First things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG Technology Screens, and let's talk about Mr. PC King. So, Mr. PC King, we're quite aware that you sent the email for the wooden PC fans. I'm a modder at the end of the day. I know where to get parts in places you would never even believe. I got all kinds of ties in different countries and stuff like that. I've been doing this business for a long time. I've been actually working with computers for a very, very long time. A very long time. So I have a lot of connections with a lot of interesting people. If there's a part that I need, I can actually get access to parts that I need. Now, the difference between me and you is that I'm 56 years old. I've been around for a very long time because I'm very heavily connected in the world of computers, and I have quite a few of interesting people in my back pocket that are basically capable of digging up anything that I need at the end of the day. Any resources, parts, whatever I need, I can get access to that with no problem whatsoever. You, on the other hand, checking from your account, you don't build anything. PC gamers, anyone, even a console gamer that does modifications, has tons of content on his channel. Just about everything you could think of, from modding controllers to cases to all kinds of freaking JTAGs. Just about anything you could possibly think of, they pretty much like to show it off, because I wouldn't mind watching it. But anyway, you don't have anything on your accounts, nothing at all whatsoever. The wooden PC fans, when they came over, you know what we did? We did something called Google Lens Check, which means we can go back and check exactly where the pictures came from. They didn't come up anywhere. Actually, there's only one company that comes close to designing. It's not even wood. It's kind of a brown fan, kind of with the dark brown and kind of a light tan kind of casing. They're the only company that actually makes that particular fan, because they make a case that actually kind of has wooden panels on it. It's actually a case I was kind of looking at when I was thinking about going down the road of going back to steampunk again. But we all knew it was you. So I got on YouTube and I put in this whole thing like, oh my God, we found so much, so and so and so, and this, that, and the other. Sometimes you have to entertain them at the end of the day. Just like with Fernando. Fernando, we bought so much of his paint, he canceled so many orders that he put an order on hold. He refused to bring the money back. So instead of going through PayPal, I had put this announcement out that Jamie was going to go in and basically give us the paint. We have it right there. I can pull the canceled order. So we put out this message like, hey, he agreed, he's going to send us the paint, and we're going to do this demonstration, so and so and so. And he canceled the order and put the money back in our account. It's called reverse psychology. So basically, by saying he's going to do something for us and send the paint over to us, he was like, not so fast, buddy. You're a piece of garbage. You're not going to get it. I'm going to send your money back, or what we needed you to do so we can place another order to get another cancellation against you. So we knew it was you the entire time. I'm a modder at the end of the day, dude. I've been modding since, for what, over 20 years or something? I mean, way back, man. I've ran those parts there, somebody at the end of the day, they're like, nah, parts don't exist. No, they don't have them. If they had them, I would have definitely had these already. So there's a couple of strange factors in wooden fans why you can't have them. Number one, they warp. They warp under heat. So your PC case generates a ton of heat in there, and the fans will have an issue with warping down through time, which means they'll be making these wobbly, weird noises. They're not going to act right with the ball bearings. The oil that has to be put into those fans to make them spin, it would just be a complete, absolute headache at the end of the day. Pretty cool idea, but it's impossible to do, because the fan structure wouldn't take well with the heat on the PC. What you don't realize is that your motherboard, fluctuates. It does. It actually moves. You can't see it, but it actually fluctuates. That's why that thermal paste that they have sitting on there, when they made the Xbox 360s, they put a spring clamp system in there, which means the thermal paste was pretty much holding the CPU and the fan to it. But when the board starts to move, it fluctuates. It comes up putting in these heat shields to cut down on the heat. That didn't do well, it just cooked it even faster. And what happened was the thermal paste, being a cheap thermal paste, became brittle and separated, and the springs lifted up, and you had like a penny-inch gap between that and the freaking CPU, and that's what called system overheat. That was one issue. The other one was the GPU. If you notice, if you took apart a 360 before, you would know that the optical drive was sitting inches away from the GPU, and there was no air pushing back and forth between there. That's why when you played games like Halo and certain games that require like a lot of buffering, and we going off, yeah, you was overheating. You were burning your GPU out in a couple of minutes. So anyway, yeah, I know quite a bit about this kind of stuff at the end of the day. So looking upon your channel, my friend, the one who wants to meet you now because you talked all this trash about being the PC king, and he's like some 16 level, something crazy computer programmer, whatever in the day, they nicknamed him God. That's literally what you're dealing with. So we don't really call him that because, you know, religion purposes, but that's what they consider him to be. That's what you brought on. And that's the guy who has an interest in him because he went out and talked all this trash about this, that, and the other. And usually they don't like braggers. And you're a bragger. Because you talk a lot of trash, you do. For a person who has a YouTube account with nothing on it, you went through all your accounts. All of them. You got a lot of fake accounts, by the way. And in your accounts, you have nothing in those accounts at all. No builds, no nothing. Modifications on fans, not a thing, nothing at all. So how are you calling yourself a king and you have nothing there? That's like a person calling themselves a king and they don't even have a throne, they don't have a castle, they don't have sergeants or subjects or servants, they don't have an army, you have nothing. You're just a guy sitting out in the field on top of a pile of corn. You don't have nothing at all. Heck, you don't even have a Dell PC, nothing, there's nothing there. But anyway, to think that you pranked me, no, you didn't prank anybody at the end of the day. Because all you have to do is anytime somebody sends you any pictures over, you hit the Google Lens. That's all you have to do. It'll show you where the location came from. Like we went to Jamie's account, we were able to pull up pictures that were attached to Google. Now, the only company that has, it's not even a wooden, you can't even make them wood. Because I actually looked up why they can't be wooden. And again, heat. PCs generate a ton of freaking heat. That's why the cases are so huge, so they have maximum airflow pushing back and forth. Wooden fans would have all kinds of problems in there. It'd be a nice idea, but it's impossible. And then the price range, $300 something per fan. What fan costs $300 at 120 millimeters? That is some freaking magic fan at the end of the day. What's it doing? At 300, there is no fan on the planet that costs that kind of money. I mean, the highest you're going to roughly run for a fan is maybe $30. That's pretty much it. And it would have to be something like, I don't know, the RPMs. On top of that, you had no RPMs. What were the RPMs on the fans? There was nothing there on that. You were missing that. Buddy, you missed motherboards, all kinds of specifications. The guy who came out and claimed that he had a 5090 setup and basically didn't give the breakdown on it. Anybody carrying a 5090 is going to get the breakdown on it. Where they're going to use dedicated power supplies, going to get rid of stock fans and jump them RPMs, they're going to put a liquid cooling system on it, they're going to have something. And on top of that, you didn't explain your case build. A 5090 does not fit in every type of case. You have to have a special case to fit a motherboard, a graphic card that big. So you didn't even explain that at all, period. Nothing. And on top of that, in one of the talks, you forgot a motherboard. How would you forget the motherboard? And in this one, when you talked about the fans, you forgot the RPMs. What are the RPMs on the fans? For freaking $300 something, I would think the RPMs would have to be super high. Because these right here are 5,000. And these were $40 for 5 of them. So what freaking fan at the end of the day is running at roughly $300 for one at 120 millimeter? Are you kidding me? These are 120 millimeters right there. And these are 5,000 RPMs. So what are you running at the end of the day? Think about it. At 5,000 RPMs, I couldn't even connect that to the motherboard. I had to literally override the motherboard and reconnect them into the power supply to get them to run because the motherboard kept tripping. It kept power cycling because it couldn't handle the voltage. So if you're running something over 5,000 RPMs, that means there's no way in the world you're connecting that to a motherboard. You would have to direct that right down to the power supply. Oh, we don't know much, do we? You don't even know about basic modifications. Just simple modifications and fan voltage. Oh, you don't come back from the era of the testing and circuits and all that stuff and transistors and breadboards and all that stuff. That would be my era at the end of the day. So what is the voltage on the fans? What's the RPM on them? Please tell us. I'm curious to know. Because what the RPM on a fan that costs $300? Man, what are you talking about? 10,000, 20,000 RPMs? What are you talking about? Do you have any idea how noisy that fan would have to be? These things are 5,000. These are supposed to be solid fans, and I'm running like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these babies in here. You know what these things sounds like when you turn it on? It sounds like you have one of those high-powered jet engines right next to your ear. I can't tell the difference between that thing being on or the fan I have over here. Because they're quiet, but they're loud because they're 5,000 RPMs. So yours has to be way over 5,000 RPMs at $300. And these are 40 bucks for 5 fans. But you didn't have it down there. That's where we found out. We messed up. There's a lot of things you messed up on. You didn't put the voltage wattage on it. Like how much power did they take? That's important. You have to know that because you match it with your motherboard. A 2011 server board, which is a powerful board, wouldn't be to run a fan of 10,000. You crazy at the end of the day? You would have all kinds of problems triggering off. We're going to run something like that at the begin with. So I'm curious. How are we working this out? You don't know, do you? You honestly don't. Well, let me tell you something. All that trash you talked at the end of the day, I'm not going to tell the handle of the guy who basically wants to reach out to you. You'll know when he reaches out to you. Trust me, you'll know. But he is going to reach out to him. He doesn't like his attitude, the way he carries himself. Look, man, among PC gamers, right, the only time we trash talk to each other is basically parts. That's basically about it. And most likely, it isn't even that. It's pretty much basically we just talk a little about what's under the hood. It's like guys sharing cars back and forth, explaining what's under the hood. And we don't get insulted by other people's parts. We just say, yeah, that's kind of cool. Why would you go with that? You know what I mean? That's pretty interesting. And they'll just explain to, well, I went with this. I didn't actually need that. You know, was it necessary? And somebody might come and say, well, that's way too much power. And the guy goes, yeah, I know, overkill. I definitely overkill. But you know how it is. And then they're like, yeah, we know how it is. Because if I could afford it, I would probably get those parts too. See, that's how we talk at the end of the day. We learn from each other. That's what we do. You, on the other hand, you're a little different at the end of the day. You're an outcast or something, but I don't think you are. I don't think you are a person of PC. Because you know why? There's nothing on your account at all. Isn't this your account? What's on there? You got on here about the wooden fan pranking me. Yeah. And you have on here World War Z. That's it. That's all you have on a monitor system. That's it. So basically, let me get this straight. You're living through my eyes. You live through my world. I show World War Z on my setup over here. By the way, it's on console, by the way. But you show World War Z, and then I show World War Z. You copy everything I do. So technically, you live through my world. Because that's what it is. And you only have here, roughly, let me see, 2 videos. Let me see if he has any more videos on it. No, that's it. That's all you have. That's pretty much it. To show at the end of the day, dude, you're not in my league. Do you understand that? I'm a modder at the end of the day. You build. That's it. Nothing wrong with building, but there's a difference between a modder and a builder at the end of the day. And you buy screens. I build my own screens. Do you understand me? I have technology way beyond your imagination. The technology we build in here, these screens, you're going to compare that to a monitor? I can beat your monitor any day of the week. I got screens I can take outside if I want to. You don't have that type of technology. And my technology can easily replace your monitor at the end of the day. On a projector far cheaper, on a screen that's far more advanced than any monitor you have. And those little cartoon monitors you have at the end of the day compared to the big boys I have in here at the end of the day. Dude, I've gamed on screens at 250 inches, where a scope was literally so large, like a car tire. And I'm way beyond your level at the end of the day. I can game off a ceiling if I want to, even the floor, which I've done multiple times. I don't know if I gamed off a ceiling before. Oh, I did game off a flight simulator off a ceiling one time. So yeah, I've done curved screens, wraparound screens, actually an out curved screen I actually engineered myself. And the difference between me and you is you buy your screens. At the end of the day, I create screens that generate money. That technology over there goes at $12,000, sorry, $1,200 a square. While you're sitting there paying money for monitors, my screens make me money. And pretty soon, with these PCs I'm building, which they call them art PCs, I got a nice slice at an art community to buy these machines. Yeah. But anyway, with that being said, this is it. This is all you have. That's pretty weak. And you got, what, 24 views on one and 29 on the other? Okay. And let's leave from here. This guy was trying to explain to me about cooling. Dude, I get my CPUs never reach over 30 Celsius ever. And I had liquid cooling. And I had basically vegetable oil liquid cooling. Ooh, I like that screen. Now see that screen right there, that invisible screen? We have that technology right there. See that right there? See that invisible screen they have? And we have that technology right in here. Monitors, please. It's a crying shame. I could be the monitor with my amp tied behind my back. That's nothing impressive in any way whatsoever. And still, no specifications on your PC build. Because any builder at the end of the day, like, this is the case I chose. I think I'm going with this case or with that case. No builder is actually set on one case. There's multiple cases he's looking at. Multiple motherboards and stuff like that. It's just going to be a discussion group to break down on what he decided to go with, what he's building, what he's putting together, this, that, and the other, what type of RAM he's using, even down to the heat spreaders on the fan. You got nothing there. What about the RGBs? You just planning to break down the RGBs? I have more of explanation on an RGB, on one of these cardboard systems over here, than you have basically on your PC that you claim to build. And you said you're very real, right? Well, the other one says he's extremely real too. But that's not between you and him. You conjured that one up. Good luck with that Pandora's box. Good thing I'm glad I'm friends with him. Him at the end of the day, I do not would never want to be on that side of the fence. But good luck with all that. Let me see. Veggie. Actually, we don't even one that has one of those. I think we do. Oh, somebody else made one. Let me see. Steampunk. Matter of fact, I got a case I'm about to get patent pretty soon. A new PC case I'm designing. Do you design new cases? You don't design cases, do you? We do. We do all that stuff. We design cases, screens, all that. I even built a customized motherboard cover. I'm actually engineering next. Showing people how to modify color fans, liquid cooling systems, all that stuff. We give people information on basically how to basically set up their systems. Some people can't afford a PC case, and we came in with Cardboard PC to show people how to build cases out of cardboard. I'm actually going to be doing one from the ground up, which means it doesn't involve any poster boxes. We're going to do a piece by piece from the ground up, show you how to put one together, how to put in all your peripherals, or your what do you call it, for your peripherals more than as your audio jacks and all that stuff, and power kill switches and all that, how to build it from the ground up, and different ways you can do it. And the cool thing about the build we're going to do from the ground up is, on those of you who like to draw and write and color or do what you like to do, you can coat the entire thing with some of that chalk paint, or basically any kind of white paint at the end of the day, and you can draw your own design, color your own pieces, and design it what you want to do. Those of you graffiti artists, you're going to have a ball with this one, because I know you're going to hook it up. You know, went there and came in and showed people how to basically put in an entire ecosystem where we have a glow-in-the-dark jungle system in there. That's a thundercloud system that fires up over top, that gives up electric impulse back and forth. You know, I do like to do things that no one else is doing, but also too put out that information so hopefully the next person picks up on it, does far better than me, because that's how we learn from each other. Someone takes that idea and they learn from it. That eco forest over there, I saw somebody do that. Like, wow, that's a freaking cool idea. I've never had an eco forest on a PC. I want one. So now I'm building. I actually built one. It's right over there. Yep, very easy to do. But you are into tearing people down. That's the difference. You call yourself a king and you tear people down. That's what you do. And that's the thing my friend didn't like about you. Now we're going to be hooking up a new form of PC. I'm going back into some steampunk pretty soon. I love people who build like this. See right here, my friend? This is me. So all I gotta do is type in Veggie Oil Steampunk, and boom, I pop up. There's mine. 19 Celsius on the CPU. When I mean that I've been around before your time, dude, this is me. 10 years ago. See that Celsius drop on there? And it comes back up. 19 Celsius. Do you have any idea how far you gotta drop a machine to reach down to 19 Celsius on a CPU? You know how cold that is? Let me tell you something, buddy. When you were building, man, I was overclocking Pentium 4 hyper threads. Remember, everybody was going in there overclocking the hyper threads because they were really easy to do. And all that stuff, man.
System at the same time, right inside the vegetable oil. So I have a liquid cooling system right here. I have hooked up to a
Touchscreen fan controller.
which is actually pushing more air, and I'm actually cooling my CPU with a
Made a case out of Tupperware. See that case sitting behind me? That's what I made the case out of. Kill switches, everything. 19 Celsius.
And right here, to show you that's working.
That's it right there working.
Right here, I hooked up. My big one over here, but this is my HU screen. And where's that? That's what's going on right now. My projector.
QME. See the QME right there? That's the same QME projector I'm using right now.
HDMI, my QME. And as you can see right here, I got my hard drive at top. The speakers are running perfect.
See the steam pump machine up there, the built-in clock in it?
At 19 Celsius.
19 Celsius. I know cooling, buddy. I know cooling on levels that you don't even know at the end of the day. Trust me. None of my CPUs, and I can take any form of Pentium, it would never reach over 30. Then I modified my fans. I can take my fans apart and change the Barbarians and make them much run even faster. Even the lube inside, you can change all that out. These fans come completely apart. You have to know how to take them all, rip them apart. Rebuild them the way you want to. You can change the wiring. Everything. See, there's dual fan outtake on here. Yep. But I got a new build I'm doing pretty soon. Because the problem is, basically, not a problem. You can cool, the CPU has to be cooled down. You have to, because you'll cook it. But if you're running in there a really high graphic card in there, you're going to have to figure a way to cool the graphic card, unless you're going to basically do liquid cooling with that too. But I figured out how to cool the surrounding oil in the case without basically turning it into gel. Also learned how to figure out how to color the oil to make it glow without basically changing it to doesn't damage any of the parts. Show you that one pretty soon too. But right now, I'm kind of stuck in this whole steampunk thing that I want to build, a wall PC steampunk thing. And my theory, and I'm not going to call you king, but my theory at the end of the day is I'm actually going to be building me a steam-powered old-fashioned clock that's going to run through an entire PC that hangs on the wall. It's going to be freaking cool looking when I get done with it. Yep, here we go. That's my server right there. That's my PC right there. Fish tank PCs.
Alright, so one of the things I like to do when I'm not designing screen paint is build and customize gaming PCs or work PCs or whatever. So let me show you around and something I'm working on now. This right here is my work PC. Cool running a
So all these lines in here, these are all glow in the dark. They're covered with the UV. That doesn't get affected by oil. The hardest thing about getting objects or building designs inside of oil takes everything apart. It deteriorates glue, everything. So I had to figure a way how to get objects to stay together without falling apart while they're submerged in vegetable oil. That was one interesting one to go through.
A water cooling kit at the exact same time. So it's kind of like a vegetable oil cooled PC, and then at the same time I'm running a water cooler at the same time. There's a reason why I started building my PCs like this, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes. This right here,
Bioshock.
Gaming PC I just built. Still got a little more to do with it. I had more vegetable oil to add to the case. As for that bright light on the side, I had to add that in there to scratch it.
The big daddy, little sister.
It's a little sister. I'm a big fan of Bioshock, as you guys know. And
so you see how the bubble system is running in here right now? So the steampunk system we're building for the clock, we have to make it look like it's actually running off steam power. We can't use water because we can't put circuits and parts in there that actually glow. They like it's actually function. I need a reactor to go off inside of that chamber that looks like water, but it's not water. So it has to be dyed. Can't tell you what we're putting inside of it, but you can't put food coloring because you basically have a layer of water and you will damage your circuits. But we have to turn that oil blue. It has to be like a light blue to give off the reaction. And the coil system that's going inside of this, the one I'm building right now, it actually lights up. There's a light that generates around it and it goes back around. It generates around it, goes back around. It's a different type of lighting system. And on top of that, to get the oil water to bubble, to give it like a kind of effect that it's actually being powered up, I had to find a USB bubble maker for a whatchamacallit, for a freaking a fish tank. But this is not running water, it's running vegetable oil, which means we have to find a certain kind of pump that can do it. A lot of work to do these things, to build these things. Meanwhile, this guy's just snapping stuff together. That's basically about it. I'm not saying it's hard to do for anybody who builds PCs and you put parts together, but you're trying to compare yourself to the world of modders. That's where we have the confusion here. Now, people who build, yeah, they have to memorize all those parts. It is. They memorize all those parts. But it's a difference when you modify every single part that you put into the machine. Which means that when you see over there, that machine I put together, Steampunk, that thing was hand painted. You know how long it took me to put that thing together? Some of that work is painstaking. But that's usually what you go through anyway when you do modifications. I literally built this thing on 1 foot. Because this is that little square little area in there. It's all I had to lean over and put in the lighting and all that stuff. I had to lean over and do all that in there. Put the case in. I actually built the case around the PC itself. And we like stuff like that. That's the fun part about it. Now, the interesting about the Steampunk PC that I'm building at the end of the day, it's going to be a modified Dell, a 920. And you know what's cool about that, my friend? I'm actually building a customized screen. So instead of buying my screen, since I have the ability to build my own screens, I'm building me a customized screen that attached to it. It has a kind of a vintage kind of tan look to it, like it's age, but you can actually pick up white levels, contrast, and color right through it. You know, I can put a mushroom cloud on a Fallout PC, which I've done before out of cardboard. And my cardboard PCs, I'm not trying to brag about my painting skills, but I can make those things look like they've been sitting in time forever. Like an apocalypse. You know, give it that old look to it. As a matter of fact, we just did that to a fan for fun. Yeah, this is my work, buddy. Yeah. I don't have to buy wooden fans at the end of the day for my buddy. Let me tell you something. I can build anything I want. I can modify any fan I want. Wait till you see what my Steampunk fans look like. These things are so elegant. They are gorgeous. Oh, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. When I get done with these things. When I get done, they're going to look like they're actually made out of brass. I'm going to make plastic look like brass. Or copper, kind of a brass design. They're gorgeous. Even the white lightnings are being installed. And so I'm actually getting black fans. I'm going to convert them to high-tech fans. Wait till you see how they're designed. I'm actually might build me a prototype to show you how they're going to look. Now, as we're making a joke about these machines being used with GTA 6, they're not designed for that. That's a work machine. That machine right there makes more money than you make at the end of the day. I'm not trying to brag, but it does. It runs 2 companies at the same time. It runs social media accounts. On top of that, the beautiful thing about that machine is it runs all types of interesting software, like the Connect system we have over here to make this technology interactive. That technology, that screen right, that projector, this whole setup right here, it makes money. This one over here is designed for retro gaming. That's all it does. It's nothing but retro gaming. That's all it's designed for. I got a nickname called Retro Boy. But all it does is just retro gaming. You don't need a lot of power to play retro games. That's what we have for it. Now, when the GTA 6 comes out, wait till you see the PC that I'm custom designing for that. It's completely portable. I can take the PC anywhere I want. Oh, wait to see the design, the pink flamingos and all that stuff. I even have a background of GTA that's going inside the case, and it all basically glows in the dark. And I have a new screen coming up for it called a fluorescent that allows me to lock it to the side of the back of the case, hook up my portable projector, my battery unit, and I can game outside with it. You can't do that with your setup. Anyway, moving on. All right, let me see here. Let's come out of here. I want to look at come out of here, veggie oil. Let's show you the work that goes into doing these monsters at the end of the day. I miss the UFO cases. The UFO cases were so much fun. You could do so much with them, especially if you had a liquid cooling system set up in there. Like if you did like the whole, like piece by piece liquid cooling, and you had a UFO case which is completely see-through. Oh my goodness, man. People had balls with those because you can actually see your whole setup. The one thing I don't like about cases is that the parts. You spend money for good parts, whatever it may be, and you can't see them because they're inside of a case. I like myself. I like open rack PCs. I love them. That's my thing. They're like, what about the dirt? That's why you have filter sleeves on everything. You get access to all that. I don't have to pull parts out to get the parts. Everything's right there out in the open. Let me see. And you gotta stop calling yourself king. You're not a king at the end of the day. But when you meet my friend at the end of the day, he'll show you at the end of the day you're not a king. This would be the veggie oil. This would be the steampunk PC. This was a really headache build. And this is when the i7 first came out. Yeah, expensive, and i7 was when it first came out. Those things were not freaking cheap. I spent $800 for that microchip. But let me show you how we got to go through it. This is my world and yours. It's going to be a bit of a video here. I want you to see this. How long it takes to build one of these machines. A steampunk is a very difficult machine to put together. What I'm building right now, 6 months tops to put it together. Paint job has to be done with a magnifying glass. Which are the cases we start off with. All custom hand painted. See that? Everything has to be taken apart, piece by piece, and hand painted. Now, you see this? This is just junk I found laying around at a thrift store, and I had to put all this together. And see the EL wire? I had to run all that through that and solder it in. Oh, that was a fun time right there. Artwork. Taking apart a grandfather clock with small clock. Put it all back together again. Now, interesting about this is actually copper tape. Now, copper tape conducts a lot of electricity, and this was basically what have shorted this board out. But the entire thing was sprayed down with that anti-static free spray, and it doesn't affect the board in any way whatsoever. Compartment to hide all my wires in. Customized power supply, which means I had to put a whole wood design on. That's actual real wood on there, wood panels on there. Yep. This is when these things first came out. I-Core Pentium 7, when they first came on the market, paid $800 for that car. We just getting started. Got to do the wire job next. All custom built, all that. And yes, the light bulb did light up. Had to run a wire system to it. So that was a bit of a headache. So I had to take a drill to punch through. I cracked 3 of these things and punched through that light so I can run a coil that wrapped all around inside of it to give it an effect like it was actually a real light bulb. And it had a kill switch attached to it so I can turn it on and off. A dedicated kill switch. That was real fun. Where the heck is my whatchamacallit? Hold on for a minute. Oh, my goodness. What is going on down here underneath my table? Where the heck is my cord? You're lucky you don't have a cat. Alright. I'm missing my cords and my which one. Here it is, over here. Gee whiz Louise. My cat took a worse with all my cords all the time. I find him halfway across the room in the weirdest places. It comes from him fighting with the cords. Never ending battle with cords. Let me see. Did he chew it? No, he didn't chew it this time. Gee whiz Louise. So basically, this is what I had to go through to wire this thing in. You see right here? I had to punch a hole through this section right here. I had to run all the wires through this whole tube system here and run it right down through here, punch a hole through here, and run EL wire through the whole thing. Yeah, that was something else. Customized power supply. But you know how we do this, we mod them out. All the grills had to be customized and painted to give it a kind of an aged look to it. Even the liquid cooling system on top had a kind of a wooden plate on it. All the gauges worked. Oh, here's a fun fact right here. So instead of buying my kill switch, I decided to take a light switch and basically convert it into a kill switch for the PC. And all that painting you see right here, that's all custom trim. I did all that painting, even ran all the EL wires, everything. I did all that myself. That's to handle how you pull the door off. So you see that light here? It didn't come that way. I actually had the wire in the EL lighting through all of this. That's me a lot of soldering. Yeah, that nightmare, designing your own circuit boards and all that stuff, kill switches, delay switches, all that stuff. Custom trim, paint job, everything. That was real glass on there too. So this thing had an LED reader that ran across it, said steam pump that ran across it, 2 touchscreen fan controllers that ran all the fans in there. Still not done yet. Yeah, that when he had one of them electrical balls sitting on top to charge energy, that was fun. Had to figure out how to keep that from shorting out the board. That's the entire system. They called it the time machine. That's what they dubbed it. Now we get ready to wire in the rest of the lights. So the LED running across it. So this right here is a part from a toilet. I actually cut open the plunger. It's like a plunger for the toilet. When it plunges up and down, that's what that thing is. And I basically cut open an LED reader in there that read the temperature control that was coming off these units right here that actually push air right down into the PC. You have an idea how heavy that thing was? And that's the finished work right there. And this is all my gray screen paint. Plain steam. Of course, Windows XP. Yeah, that's the work that goes into building one of those monsters at the end of the day. And now I got another one that I'm building that it's going to be roughly a surface that's going to be 18 by 24. And the detail work behind that is madness. Absolute madness. So you see tweezers, magnifying glass, and that rotary drill, all that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff is needed for all that work. It's insane what you got to go through. But it's worth it. Some of these builds I've seen here are absolutely incredible. That's why I respect the work that other people put in for their builds, because I know the painstaking work, the time, the energy, the exhaustion that goes through to put those machines together. And then when people come and go, oh, but talk a whole bunch of trash at the end of the day, and you're just snapping stuff together. Now, for sure you're saying, well, no, I'm not saying anything real about having snapping stuff together, but at the end of the day, you got to respect everybody. You're a kid at the end of the day. You got nothing better to do. I'm a grown man at the day. You got nothing better to do than email my business account and send me some stupid, dumb nonsense on a fan. How old are you? Man, you got to grow up, man. Seriously, you got to grow up. Gee whiz Louise, he's a kid. He's a grown man at the day, people. He's a grown man acting like this. Like, really? Seriously, you got some mental issues, man. Look at the PC parts. Jeez. Yeah, so you console gamers, I got my Dreamcast, I still play my GameCube, my Saturn, all them over there. You know where the stuff is sitting at right now? It's all sitting in storage right now.
It's only for downloadable.
So the wiring job I'm putting in that thing,
All the wires in the back here. You guys will see behind that panel. Main wires.
look at this.
It's a little more boost. Plus it's a nice and cool. An extra plus. It's back a bit. Here's the inside. Going to PC gaming, we're going all out.
We're not in the same world, man. We're definitely not in the same world. Now, if you're saying your job is it's harder if you're a person who builds at the end of the day. What you builders do is not hard to do. It's not, because you're just putting together parts. If I already know how to put together a PC, I'm pretty sure I can build the same thing you just built. Question is, can you build what I built? You have the patience to put together what I do at the end of the day. Now, for a person who doesn't build, that right there is interesting. You know why? Because they don't build at all, period. But for somebody who builds machines every day, are you kidding me? I can snap your piece together. I can build your system blindfolded if I wanted to. But can you do this? You see, this is my finished machine. That's it right there. See that right there? That's a machine I designed to beat the PS4. When the PS4 came out, I built that machine. It cost less than the PS4. And when I got done with it, I turned it into a server. Those games. Which I have a PS4 right there. My world versus yours. This is what I do. I'm a modder. So what's the matter with you? So you can talk about your parts from sun up to sundown. It doesn't mean jack to me at the end of the day, because I can do the same thing you could do. I can buy the same case, same parts, same everything. Can you build what I built? Now, do I consider myself the king of modern? Heck no. I got people at the end of the day that skill levels way beyond mine. I respect everybody's work. Even if your skill level's under mine, I still respect your work. Because you took the time to do it. That's what I appreciate. You don't. You crap on everybody at the end of the day. You remind me of the guy on... Was it Crush Kruger? No, it wasn't Crush Kruger. I think it was Beat Street, the guy they called Spit. The guy who couldn't do a graffiti tags like everybody else, so he wrote the word spit over everybody else's tags and he was upset. That's you. You don't appreciate other people's work. And you got a nerve to call yourself king. Well, you will appreciate. You just attracted somebody I wouldn't even want to attract at the end of the day. This guy is a ghost on a server at the end of the day. Oh, and by talking all that nonsense at the end of the day about how this is a 720p projector setup we have in here on our gray screen paint, which does the same thing that a 4K does to now on a gray screen paint. That's why I say this stuff is old. Been there, done it already. But anyway, yeah. Now, I can come and appreciate someone's parts and say, hey, nice machine at the end of the day. I see some pretty cool stuff. Some people put PCs together. I find all that interesting. Even with builders, I find your stuff interesting. I find your setups interesting, your cloud systems you put in, all the decorations you put in. I find all that stuff beautiful, all of it. I don't have time to be sitting there trashing someone's work. I find everybody's work beautiful. I don't care if it's down to the smallest building there or to the largest. I find it all amazing to me. I can watch your stuff all day long. I got people coming and see my stuff, so I can't build what you build. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference. You put that together, and that's what's amazing about it, because you did that with your own hands. You can't give people credit like that, because you're too busy ripping people down. Now, where does this guy pop up from? We know who he is. We already know who he is. We even know where you lay your head. So keep in mind that you haven't said anything within the guidelines for me to get a lawyer and sue you for dumb stuff at the end of the day. But other than that, you just there's something wrong with you. There's something mentally wrong with you. The fact that you kind of got that father can you see me syndrome. Like, did your dad love you enough? Because you kind of got that attitude like, come on, see me, look, see me. Dude, seriously, you got to grow up, man. You contacted my business email about a prank about a fan, and you're a grown man at the end of the day. That doesn't sound like you got all your marbles in a box. Meanwhile, we just track your accounts down and go, oh, here we go, look at this guy at the end of the day. Same old nonsense, that's pretty much it. Move on, block you, move on. And we block him, he comes back in. We block him, he comes back in. That sounds like you got a little maybe attraction to me. That's weird. It's creepy. Gee whiz, you give me Williams vibes. Oh man, I remember the flack I got over building this PC over some console gamers that got them. They just kept ranking on me about this PC build. Like, look, dude, like I'm done. This is what we're doing. He did something that triggered me off why I didn't want to go back to console for a while. I think it was a DRM. It was a DRM. Yes, it was. It was a DRM. That triggered me. I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. If I want to do DRM, I'm going to do PC. Might as well. And I like the fact when I was doing PC, you know what I liked about it? Because at that particular point in time, there was no games. The PS4 didn't start off with games that you can basically download and play off the store. You still had to go pick up games as far as an optical drive on it. But later on, they put that store in there. I didn't even know that store was in it. I didn't know the PS4 had a bench that high up. Because when I wanted to buy mine for my VR system, I didn't buy my PS4 for games. For the regular gaming. I bought it for VR. Because the VR system for the PS4 was cheaper than the Index and the G2. I had spent way too much money for graphic cards and all this stuff. So you know what? I'm going to go check out Sony. Everybody's bragging about that, their VR system. I'll pick one of those up. And that's why I bought it, for that. But then later on, I never went into the store. I never checked anything out. I said, let me go in the store and see what they got. And I was like, wow, y'all got a whole freaking store in here. I never had to leave. See, that's the one thing I liked about PC. I never had to leave. While my friends were at GameStop waiting in the snow to go buy stuff, I'm sitting home like download. I want to pre-order this, download. I had that luxury. And they're coming in from the cold, buying their games. I'm like, download. I like that fact. But when I saw that the PS4 had changed and you could download games, I stopped going into the store. Like, download. I said, what's this? Freaking crazy. I never have to go back in the store again. Freaking loved it. So yeah, I do miss the pre-orders. We can go out there and wait in line, because I waited in line for Gears of War. And man, that's the best summer I've ever had in my entire life. Waiting in line with a bunch of other gamers just like you. And y'all are talking about Gears, and you're changing to the tags back and forth, and you got matches going on. We just had a ball out there. So I do miss that part in the day. That is going to be a part that I'm going to miss about console, is that fact of just being out there with other console gamers and waiting for a game in line. I'm going to miss that. Because you're not going to get it with digital. How are we going to do it with digital when we can do it right from home? So I'm going to miss that part. Because man, if you're Gen Z and you're basically in this era, you missed a lot, man. You missed a whole lot. You missed a whole lot. You have. You missed so much. I would say this is like when you have an eraser. You start off with a really big eraser, and then after a while you keep using it, and now you're at that very end where the eraser can actually rip your paper, because it's got that metal edges around it. You're in that era right now. You didn't get a chance to watch the beginning of Flight. You didn't get a chance to watch it. I'm 60. I was born in '68. I got a chance to see all that. I got a chance to see Pong systems, vector graphics. When you go out to an arcade at the end of the day, and they didn't have those games you guys in the day. They had pinball, maybe there's some Pac-Man in there, but most of the games were cockpit games like Pole Position, or you had like Tank Attack, where you had vector graphics. You're sitting there, and you got this kind of Tron-like, like the old Tron from back in the day. You got the scope that comes down, and it fires this like stick-like missile, and it hits something, and it just separates and sticks. Yeah, that's my era right there in the arcade. And then I watched it evolved in like Street Fighter and all this other stuff evolved in different games and stuff. Yeah, I got a chance to watch all that. Got a chance to see all that. Play all different types of games and all different types of systems. I sat in line and waited for N64 when it came out. And you thought that the games we have now, expensive cartridge games, were ridiculously expensive. The N64s were $80 and $90 games, easily. Neo Geo, oh my god, dude, are you kidding me? And Neo Geo was a really expensive system. $300, $400 for a game. A lot of you not, look it up. $300 to $400. Can you imagine that? paying $300 for a game. But they did. Yeah, they did. They definitely did. My goodness, man. So when you really think about the era of expensive games, really, to tell you the truth, you consider the fact that now it's different because now you just have these games. That's it. But in that era, you had your budget games and you had your high-end games. You had your NES and Genesis. They were considered to be the budgets. And then you had the TurboGrafx 16. You had the Panasonic 3DO. You had the CDI. You had the Neo Geo. Those were the high-end games. Those are games that cost you $800-900 easy. And on top of the list was Neo Geo. Because Neo Geo had money. Man, people understand that. You ever seen this console of a Neo Geo? It was huge, the size of a large pizza box. You know why it's so big? Because the Neo Geo system had an actual real arcade board. So if you ever get on eBay and you run into an original cartridge Neo Geo, you can turn that into an arcade console system. Because literally, they had a full arcade board in the console system. So you're in the arcade and you watch this kid pop up, pull out a little folder, and this little memory card would come out the size of a credit card, and he would slide it into the machine like, oh, he's got Neo Geo. Yeah, Neo Geo. Because literally, you can go to an arcade with a Neo Geo card. If you ever get a chance to see one, you might see a Neo Geo system and a pizza store. You might see one. Check at the bottom of the coin slot. You'll see a little credit card slot in there. And that's where if you go home, you can play your game, save it there, and go to the arcade, slide in, and finish from there. Freaking crazy. Yeah, that's the stuff they had back then, man. You got the first time I saw a CD-ROM come out on a game. Freaking blew my mind. Let's see, what was the CD-ROM? It was before Saturn. Whatchamacallit tried to come out with the Mega Drive. That was, whatchamacallit, Genesis tried to come up with a Mega Drive. Matter of fact, Genesis tried to come up with a system like a Mega Drive jukebox that you can put multiple game cartridges in, but it didn't take off too well. Then it was the Pippin, which is the Apple system that came out. The FM Marty, that was the games that came from over in Japan. And then on top of that, one of the things I don't see in this era now, imports. Imports in the freaking 80s was freaking raging. You had imports for Dreamcast. You had import for Sony's. There were a lot of the games that were coming over there actually from Japan. And there were better games than we have over here because there was no freaking censor in these games at all whatsoever. Man, especially Dreamcast. Dreamcast had a lot of imports. As a matter of fact, if you got the Game Shark had a converter on it. Man, so much cool. And the Dreamcast, oh my goodness, Dreamcast was way before its time. Dreamcast was way, way before its time. I was blessed to be able to play the Dreamcast on 56K internet. Do you have any idea how much amazing experience that was at the end of the day? Dreamcast was the evolution of online gameplay. It was. The fact that we had magazines. Oh, the magazines. I forgot about the magazines. Yeah, you would get these magazines, you would be a subscriber, and you would get these monthly magazines, and they were all of the cool latest games and stuff. You could read about this and the developers and what they're working on and all the different shows they were having. There's so much information in these magazines. And some of these magazines came with free demos. The Xbox games, I have all the Xbox magazines. They came with free demos. So you can get a free demo with like 20, 30 games on it and just play the game. Oh man, it was freaking amazing. And Dreamcast had update browsers for online. So one time we got JavaScript, all this stuff. Oh man, it was freaking amazing. You could go into SegaNet and you can talk to other gamers. Like there's a network, you can talk to other gamers. And then you can share memory cards. Because they had these little memory cards that you can play games on. If you have Power Stone, you can actually download a mini game to Power Stone. First memory card I've ever seen. It looked like a Game Boy Advance. That's what it looked like. Plugged into your front, little characters be dancing on your controllers, and then when you got done, there's a little mini game you can play on it. Or you can actually load your game in your system, go online, and you can download other people's saves. So if you did Marvel vs. Capcom and you couldn't beat all the players because you didn't do it on the hardest level, you could download someone else's save. And then they had their own chat room. You can go there and chat with other people and have fun and carry on. Oh man, I swear. That's where I played Unreal Tournament online. Keyboard and mouse. Oh, and let me tell you about the keyboard and mouse era. On games, where basically we had keyboard and mouse on Dreamcast. You play Unreal Tournament. So what you had to do is you had to basically kick someone's behind, or they kick your behind, and you had to run and find a corner and type as fast as you can. Your mother sucks. And they go, bing, send it over, and then go out. If they catch you typing, you're going. Oh man, that's so much fun. Find some place to hide so you insult someone. Can't talk to a microphone system. The microphone system, ability to be able to talk, came in from Alien, what was it called? Alien something. Can't think of the name of it, but it had a microphone system. It worked like a CB. You press down, you talk your trash, you release, and it would go over and transfer, and they would hear it back and forth. Yeah, that's my era at the end of the day. The Dreamcast, Pong, Vector Graphics, Atari 2600, 5200. I even had an Atom. The size of a freaking atom. Had all that. Commodore 64 had all that. Everything. So yeah, I've been around. I even had myself one of those Virtual Boys. I had them. Which was the most deception game at the end of the day, because again, it was look at it, the Borderlands 2. Look at the games I had on my system. Oh my goodness. You know if I can find these games. This is from my first Just Cause, multiplayer, Mars. That's the first game I downloaded on PC, and that game sucked. I was like, this is not what when I started regretting that first, I was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I actually didn't buy a console this year, and this is the game that I realized that there was extra games, and I got the Borderlands 2 on it. What else we have here? We got Need for Speed over here, Payday over here, Major Mayhem. Man, I'm gonna look up some of these games. I'm gonna get my phone and take a picture of them. I might download some of these right now. This is from my past. Sometimes I forget about some of this stuff. This is why I'm glad I record everything. I'm gonna go in here and get me some of these games right now. I'm downloading them right now. I got Borderlands. I beat the crap out of Borderlands, but I want some of these games here. I like these games. Just Cause 2. I'm playing Just Cause 3 right now. Alright, well, buddy boy, here's the thing. I know you figured that basically you pranked me. Nah, sorry. I've been around too long, man. I just find it disturbing that you're a grown man contacting my business account and basically playing a prank. Grow up. Go pay a bill. Be an adult. Something like the day. Seriously. Now, if you excuse me, I got to do some demonstrations on technology. It's going to make me a ton of money. And yeah, just a ton of money. I'm going to be using it for other things, not just for myself. But other people got to take care of it at the end of the day. A lot of people are planning to take care of with that money. But I got things to do. I don't have time for the childish games. You got to grow up, man. You don't have kids at the end of the day. I pray you don't. You're not ready for them. Jeez Louise. On my cardboard builds. He was mad. He's on my channel, upset and angry on my channel because I was building my cardboard, right? And he ticked off on my channel. Here you go. Your views, right? These are mine. Oops. Keyboard in the way. On a cardboard build. That's the cardboard build. I didn't even finish it. I'm just showing people how to do it. You know why I got that many views? Because at the end of the day, I try to design stuff that other people can learn from. So you have a guy that may not be able to afford to be able to go out and buy a case at the end of the day. I'm not going to sit there and laugh at him because he can't afford a case, but I just show people how to build nice PCs out of cardboard, put the whole thing together. It doesn't cost them a lot of money. So that's why I said next week probably we're going to do one from the ground up. No postal boxes, all from the ground up. Show you how to put the whole thing together. Easy to do. I can take fans off. You can even actually have screws in and out of it. You can pull them out, and I glue my fans in sometimes. But that one over here, the PlayStation over here, that's done with screws. That's all a screw system in there. And show you how to put the whole thing together with no problem whatsoever. Yep. Use those rotary tools I have behind me. Put the whole thing together. Set the PC the way you want to. Color it, design it, put lighting in it, the whole 9 yards. Cheap and extremely affordable. I don't have time to be sitting around tearing people down. Every time you see me on here, I got to break someone down at the end of the day. If you talk too much and you're doing too much, then I got to come and I got to break you down. That's it. Now move on. I got things to do. What time we got right now? We have full screen mode on this thing? I think we're on full screen mode. Feels like we are. We are in full screen mode. All right, let me see. 627. Where are we going to be at today? Let me see. 627. I got to figure what screen we're going to be on. We developed, because we got a bunch of screens we worked on. I'm going to figure out which one we're going to be on today. The limit of my world, and then I'm trying to figure out exactly which one to be on today. I have no idea what we're gonna be on today. We got so much stuff, man. We got the invisible right now. I can show that off. I got the customer's plane. I got to do it. Take his out, man. What the fuck am I doing with that? I don't know. I got to have videos. Did I upload all the videos already? I can upload the videos already for that. All right. Now, as for whatever, I'm not calling you that anyway. Do I think I'm better than you? I don't care. I really don't. I got things to do, man. I got a business to run today. Don't care. I build this stuff for fun. That's it. You guys take it to heart. You guys go around and do all this dumb stuff today. I don't care. I don't got time for this stuff. I got things to do. Where's all this energy doing dumb stuff? Like I told you before, I can come out here and do this to you and then build technology the next day that makes me money. And what do? You just come out here and talk nonsense and you don't make any money. And you waste time. No, I'm figuring out what I want to do. Well, we literally could have made a curve screen. We could have made a curve screen out of those. We didn't do a curve screen over there. This is the reason why I can't wait to get my workshop. I'm going to workshop, man. I'm going to build me some gigantic screens in there. Hoo-ah! All right. Now I got to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I got something to do there. I got the gamer technologies already completed over there. Ugh. Now, the second emailed me crying about God knows what. You know what I'm going to do, buddy? I'm not even going to talk about you. I'm going to stick you in the corner and forget you exist. That's what I'm going to do. Because you know why? I work. I got things to do. Apparently you don't, because you got too much free time on your hands. So if you got that much time on your hands, that's what you do. Get another job. That's what you do. Apparently you got too much time on your hands. You cry about this video? Knock yourself out. Enjoy yourself. Till then, I'm working. Alright, where the frick is the charge unit at? Oh, it's over here. Ugh. 94%. It ain't bad. Thank you. You going to? Oh, cool. Okay. You see, they're talking about the end of the day. My parts. Why are you so concerned about my parts at the end of the day? My parts are what I use for what I need. That's it. I don't buy things I don't need. All that money I spent for that whole setup on Steampunk PC cost twice, probably 3 times the amount of what your machine costs today. How much money copper parts cost? Copper parts are not cheap. I had to spend so much money for copper parts. Right now, the machine I'm building right now, it is expensive because the parts are copper. A lot of the parts are copper. The bracket systems that I had to spend for the liquid cooling system, the 360, it's a 360 in the air, they're like $40 a piece for the bracket. Because you know why? They're brass. That's why. All that stuff is expensive. All that hardware that has to be on it is expensive. But that's what Steampunks cost. And then my keyboard alone is going to cost me $90. I need a keyboard that reacts like a typewriter. The mouse is made out of wood. That's $60 for a mouse. And do I need a whole bunch of high-end parts for it? No, you don't need high-end parts at all. That's why I know he's console. He's a console gamer. Wherever you're renting your system from, I don't care. Let me see over here for a minute. Man. You got what, 23? I got little 5,240, 5,000 something on that, and that was only 8 months ago. And that's basically for a build. We didn't even put any parts in this. We just basically built a case. That's it. That's all we did. Any new videos? Probably gonna be crying on this channel about this. There he is, right here. 2 subscribers. Let's see what his build is. All in the dark. Let me get this straight. You got a monitor system and you're stuck in the dark? Really? Dude, I got screens that reach way over that mark. That's nothing. It's a monitor system. They're a dime a dozen. You can buy them anywhere. Your graphics are poor. I can see that from there. Not to be disrespectful, your graphics are very poor. Look at the shadows are. Look how dark. Look at this. Look how dark the shadows are. My console looks better than that. You know why? Your screens. That's why. My technology is far more advanced than a screen. And I can do that. Why are you in the dark with this? Why are you in the dark with a monitor system? Because you know why? Monitors have issues where the lights are on because they reflect everything in the environment. Anything you have lights over top, they reflect off the monitors. That's why. Curves had that problem too. Remember, buddy, I'm explaining something to you. When I first started off, before I got into projection, I was a monitor guy. I know all about monitors, all that stuff at the end of the day. They have all types of issues. They have glare issues. That's what they have. Yeah, way too dark. And he's in the dark with, you know why? Because it glares. I guarantee the lights bounce off this thing. Let me show you my world. That's my screen. That screen is around 250 inches. I'm outside too on top of that. You ever do a racing gun on 250? It's amazing. It's freaking amazing. That's the biggest screen I've ever built in my entire life. 250 inches. Told you, Call of Duty, my scope was the size of a car tire. I gotta get my Dragon Ball Z back. Yeah, big difference, man. Are you trying to show up the little monitors at the end? Wait, they're 20-inch monitors. That's what they are. 150-inch screen. Let me see. Outdoor screens. These are all outdoor game screens. Off the floor.
Okay, how are we doing out there first? First, my name's Ken from Screen Paint.
And like your modern system, I can go anywhere I want. So I want to game off the floor, I can game off the floor. That's a screen we developed. It's a wallpaper technology. So someone saw my demonstration and were like, hey, I want to game off my floor. And I was like, well, we'll just make a screen for it. That's what we have a screen we're actually building for the floor. It's a yoga mat. It's coated with our technology. You can roll it up, take it where you want, throw it on the floor, have your lights on, and game. Doesn't affect the screen in any way whatsoever.
I'll show you the most incredible part. Look at the angle game. Lights on.
Now watch the angle gain on this. I can drop all the way to the floor and it still reads. And see, while you guys are running around trying to pull an angle gain today, I can drop to a floor and do a demonstration. And you see how hard that is to do? Because your screen's not protected by anything. All that light's going bing, 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 bing. Here we go. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. My customers. They game outside. Yeah, 3 little monitors, please. There's nothing to impress up. The thing about it is, like I said, for some reason he wants to show that he has this impressive setup. No, buddy. I mean, I'm explaining to you, no. No. The way you're putting in that term of wanting to be a brag and be nasty to people, no. My customers don't sit in the dark. I don't sit in the dark. I want to do that today? I might do that today. I'm not sure. I'm trying to make up my mind what I want to do today. Like what kind of stuff I want to do. I'm trying to make my mind on that right now. I have not decided what I want to do today. Black Owl Cloth Gaming Technology. 235.1. I built 235.1 gaming screens. I even built one with a built-in speaker system so that I can hear sound transfer through it. Motorized custom gaming screens, I built those. Customized Pac-Man. I even built a custom gaming system that looks like Fallout. 158-inch, 235.1. I built tons of those right here. Outdoor screens. Let me see. 2.35.1. 235.1. Decimals are wrong. Let's see. 5. Only difference with them, you can't play this with every game. You really can't. But it is fun to play racing games on. These are all my 235.1 builds.
Okay, how's everybody doing out there? My name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the
That's a 235.1. That's a 150-inch build.
A lot of contracts offline. Just signed quite a few. I just signed one today.
And you want to talk about dual monitors? Really?
I got some links at the bottom of the video.
You want to talk about dual monitors? My monitors are huge. When I game off big screens. Really. My panel's bigger than your screen. My panels are 43-inch. 3 of those together, these panel systems over here, they're 24 by 36. They're 43-inch screens. I've done gaming on screens that were portrait. They're fantastic for shooting. I don't think he knows me that well. I really don't. I don't think you do know me, buddy. This is what I do. And the beautiful thing about it is I never have to buy a monitor or any of that stuff ever again as long as I live. Ever. Biggest one I ever built, 178-inch 235.1. Took up the entire wall. Custom 158-inch 235.1 built-in speaker system. Now, if you're saying they're 4K monitors, that don't mean jack them into the day. Because I've got demonstrations where I had a PX747 4K ViewSonic projector when they first came out. I bought them when they first came out. I put that against a 720p. You couldn't tell one from the other. Do you see what that gaming technology looks like? The screen on that thing looks absolutely incredible. For those who game at nighttime, with the lights out, that thing is actually flawless. Now, for Rogers, you see that screen right there? Those are black screens. They're supposed to be black screens. I'd be in a lot of trouble if that screen didn't come out black. Yeah, 235.1s. I built so many of those things, man, it's not even funny. You have a curved setup, right? Curved projection screen. Built that too. At 100 inches. So that screen is roughly about 4 feet high and 7 feet wide, which would tower over your build. There's a screen called an out-curved wallpaper technology. Been there, done it. Now I'm in here showing World War Z off because I'm showing it how it looks on a new gaming screen paint we're working on. And this joke is over there to my look. I can do better. I can do better. You're like the little kid on the bike, like, Daddy, look at me. Look at me. I'm on a tricycle. I'm standing up. Not your dad at the end of the day. I got much to do. I couldn't care less what you play on your monitors at the end of the day. It's not my concern. I don't care about that. I got business to conduct. Now, if you want to get on YouTube and say you have a better setup, I don't care about that. If you want to get on YouTube and say that I don't care about that. Stay off my channel, mind your own business, or I'll basically get you for a harassment charge at the end of the day, and I'll take you to court. Because you contact my email again, I guarantee you at the end of the day, we know where you're at. I'll send a lawyer your way. I have a process server on your front door, and I'll file charges for you for disorderly conduct and for basically harassment against my company, and I will bring you to court. So don't play with me at the end of the day. Go stay in your backyard, play your games. I got time for it. I got business to do. People don't understand that. We can get you for that. Disorderly conduct. Yeah, we can get you for that. That's what Richmond's being charged with. Yeah, But that's a curved projection screen. In that demonstration, I show people how to build a curved screen, but using one projector only, because you got these multiple projectors that do curves. And we figured out a way how to do it with one projector. Disorderly conduct. Yeah. And since harassment, you're doing it online, you're contacting my business account. At the end of the day, that is a cybercrime. You know where that's going to land you, right? So you want to keep playing your PC in your comfort of your home, or you want to be sitting in a prison cell with some guy taking a dump in front of you? Which one you want? That's the curve. These are all curved screens. Here you go. 720p projector versus your setup. Look how clean my image comes up. We were going to sell them, but we found that the shipping them was too expensive. They were very, very expensive. We do have a curved screen coming out. We can't tell you about it. But it's a curved screen. We have one coming out. And it's going to be super affordable too. The whole object of it is when we develop this stuff, and I keep explaining this to people who make screen paints, and please, you got to listen to me when I say this, please. This is not towards you. All right, you understand me? This is for competition or going against the high certified. So when we market our product as in we can take out a $7,000, $5,000 projection screen. You can't do that. We do that. So when we got people are buying our stuff, they don't want to spend $7,000, $3,000, whatever for high-end screens. We're in that category of our technology. We're not in your category at the end of the day. So the battle we have back and forth has nothing to do with you. It only has to do with high-grade certified only. That's it. That's what we're basically battling against. It's nothing to do with you. But you want to make it about you. And then that's why we have to bring down one of these screens to wipe your stuff out, and then you get mad and get upset and get bitter and start doing dumb stuff and then break the law, and then we got you in court now. Come on, man. Grow up. We got a curved screen coming out. I like the curve. Curves are fantastic if you're driving, flight simulators, all that stuff. Fantastic for curved screens. I I got to build a Halo system today. Oh, I forgot we got to build a Halo system for this thing. That's what I was supposed to do today. We got to build a Halo system, and I got to trace out because we're getting ready to put in the 178 inch. The big screen's going in pretty soon, so I got to trace in all the boxes in between with our paint. So when we put the panels in, we don't have the white lines that came out like the last one. Put that in, and then I got to put the trace system, Halo system. There's a light system going in this thing. It's gonna be crazy. Show me up my freaking World Z. I'm in here showing y'all the game, how the game plays, and he's in there and he's like, look what I got going. That's better than his. Oh my goodness, man. Seriously, grow up. When I do this, it's to show up a gamer paint that we're working on, that we're engineering, we're selling, we're getting ready to market this product. That's what we're doing. We're showing different types of gameplay on it. I couldn't care less what you're doing over there. Are you making any money while you're doing it? No. All right then. Enjoy your system. Have fun with it. Grow up a little bit. I got to get Dragon Ball Z back on here because that's just amazing color. And I got Sonic already. I got to download the Sonic game on here. I definitely want to do some Sonic on here. I never seen anything like that, man. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with these people. Like, what's wrong with them? And he's been playing again. I'm gonna play better than him. Again, how old are you? You look by judging by what I've seen in your hands and your picture. You're in your what, 30s or something? Roughly, probably in your 30s, mid or late 30s. I'm pretty much so, judging by your voice and all that. That's where your age is at. And in my world, you're a young buck. I'm 56. I'm about to be 57. You're still a kid in my world. It means I've been here longer. I got more experience than you. Yeah. You get to the point where you've been on the earth so long, you start looking at it like, you get tired of it all. Like, I've been here too long. Literally, you start saying stuff like that, like, man, I've been here too long. Like, I'm ready to leave. I've been here way too long. And when you're younger, you're like, man, I hope I stay here forever. And as you get older, you realize, well, life and everything, the ups and downs and all things, like, man, I don't want to be here anymore. Or you want to farther your distance yourself away from people, or basically you want to get a cottage out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, you get like that. People don't believe you get like that. I got family members talking about it already, talking about buying land. Yep. You want to distance yourself from people. Your circle of friends become smaller. Yeah. I had a group of good people on here I played with, and then I had other people that were complete jerks. We all know complete jerks online, don't we? All know them. The jerks online. I don't feel like dealing with jerks online. Let me do a private online. Sheesh. Like, how hard is it to not use rocket launchers in tight areas at the end of the day that you know is going to cause damage to everybody? But you want to be in tight areas using a rocket launcher. I'm pretty sure you people of Call of Duty go through that nonsense. Somebody firing off a rocket launcher in a tight area. Well, my personal favorites are the people who like to run ahead of the crowd. Yes, because you know how zombie games are designed? Zombie games are designed that when somebody dies, the zombies intensify. That's what happens. So if everybody's going in their own, unless you're good, I mean, you're good with your crew, you're good by yourself, and you can wipe out zombies while you're pushing through, and we're just finding dead bodies all over the place. Hey, I ain't got no problem with you going ahead of the pack and killing whatever comes up in your path. I have no problem with that. But a good crew, man, I had this good crew that came in. They had the back. Those two were knocking out the back. We were knocking the front out, man. It was just a fantastic group. Every once in a while, you bump into people. You all got the perfect chemistry. You all got the perfect chemistry, man. All have the perfect chemistry. Like, man, that was a good game, man. These guys really, like, they really played like they were really actually in the game. We had a fun. We had a ball in there. And then you meet those other people. The ones that are just complete jerks. That's what I liked about Left 4 Dead. And Left 4 Dead, you got some people that were jerks that didn't want to come into the safe room, and you could literally go in and up the difficulty level while they were out there. Watch them get murdered, and then basically just shut the door and go about the game. Because yeah, people would hold the game up and be jerks at the end of the day. But then they did that difficulty. You could change it. The person's controlling the game can bring the difficulty up, and here you can't do it. Once it's locked in, it's locked in. But I used to love that, man. You be out there want to be a jerk? Okay, no problem. Put the difficulty on extreme hard and watch them get murdered. And then basically come in and just use all the health packs. Because you know when they spawn in, they got no health packs. Oh man, I used to get on my nerves, man. That dumb nonsense. Or playing with the door. You could do that too. Every time someone opens the door, hit the X and shut it. They open it, you shut it. They never get in. Never get in. I'm going to tell you something. This is the reason why I came offline on playing with strangers. I usually never have mics on. Because the 360 showed me something about myself that later on in time, I don't like anymore. I had a special gamer tag. It was called Your Godmaker 999. That number meant something. It represented something. But anyway, people got on my nerves on that game. They would always get on my nerves on that game, man. If I wasn't playing with my crew and I try to play with somebody today, you put your mic down low, you hear them talking and carrying on. You don't say nothing at all. You just listen to the whole conversation. And then you mention something and they all want to gang up on you, or you get attacked by something and nobody wants to come in and help you, you know what I mean? They leave you out there to die. And you're thinking like, you have no idea what my 360 is designed to do. Like what it's modified to do. I'm just going to leave it at that. Like I said, that was then. I don't really game with people online anymore because of what happened. Yeah, you turn your system on and everything's blank. A bit too much. That game triggered me. It triggered me in the worst way. It did. Because I hated that. I've been in gaming. You mean to tell me I save you. I save your buddy. But I get attacked by something and you leave me to die. And then use all the health packs when I come in, I ain't got nothing. Alright, fine. You don't got your account anymore. Abracadabra, kaboom! Turn your 360 off, turn it back on the next day, account is erased. So that's what 999 stands for. That's why I had to get up. When I came off the system, after that, I was like, man, you know what? I'm done. If people want to drive me to be that type of person at the end of the day, I'm done. I gave up console for a little bit. I didn't like being that person at the end of the day. So when I go game, I only game with people that I know and only. That's it. I will not game with strangers. If I game with strangers, if I do that, mics are off all the time. I disconnect them. People will drive you to do the craziest stuff. Oh, I forgot. We start off with no ammo here. Now, you see how bright the level is supposed to be? It's not supposed to be dark and shadowy. I would say this is one of the best board game zombie games. I like freaking, what was the game called? Back 4 Blood? But that freaking deck system got on my freaking nerves. Wait. I should have did the other one. Because it's the same thing. Hold on a minute. No, we don't want to go like that. Let me see. I want to go to which one I did like Resident Evil Co-op Edition was really good. That was amazing. And Resident Evil, The Village, and all that was co-op. Oh, that was amazing. I played with a friend of mine. He beat every single res like that co-op. Gears of War. That was one buddy in Gears of War 2. I had a co-op buddy in Gears of War. And I got a bunch of people now in the family involved, because all the family plays now. Got a bunch of people now. We can do the horde match. We got 4 people to do the horde match now. No, we don't do that no more. No more online play. I don't even do it on PC. I don't online play with nobody on PC. Nobody at all, period. Rules and restrictions. You do dumb stuff. I think the whole purpose of when you basically ask for the Lord for forgiveness for the dumb stuff you did. I'm confessing. Yeah, I did this stuff. Dumb stuff that you do. I had to go and ask for the forgiveness and keep myself from ever doing it again. I don't wear headsets when I go in a game with people anymore. I hear them back there talking. I don't say nothing. I just ignore this game. Play the game. That's it. They say something nasty about me. Don't care. Just play the game. Just play the game. That's all I'm designed to do. Play the game. That's it. But when I play Xbox 360, Yeah, that's why my Xbox 360 looked that way, because I modified the daylights out of it. It was integrated into a motherboard. I could actually match. I had a what do you call it? A VPI server to match the IP address, because I got banned a couple of times. I got banned for what, hardware? Oh, I got banned for hardware twice. So I didn't know Xbox sends a ping to your box. Never knew that. One day I came in, I got a 9999999, yeah, 9999999, freaking ban off the box for using illegal hardware. I was like, you gotta be kidding me! I just got this system, just got J-tagged it, so I can basically play games on it. Games I wanted to burn. Again, I was not doing things correctly, as I said. But anyway, bunch of free games, got caught, got banned. Gamer tag ban. I got a gamer tag ban because I was in there changing my gamer tag at will, so they just banned my entire account. What was the other ban I got for it? There's something else I probably got the other day. Oh, modifying gamer score. Got banned for that one too. My gamer score was like 1 million. Yeah, they calculate your games. That's what they do, and exactly how many games you have in your system compared to basically your gamer score. And if it doesn't add up, boop, your account gets banned. Now that's the only way that you're going to get really banned on a console system. So when those kids come in there screaming and yelling, like, I know somebody that works at Microsoft, and how to get you banned. Do you have any different, how long it takes to get an account banned? How many people have to file against you? It's a lot. It's a lot of people that have to file against you. If that was the case, everybody would be off the system. Nobody would be on. Because every time somebody came in and screamed at somebody and said, hey, I'm going to ban you because I know somebody, you'd be off the system. Be nobody on it to play anybody because everybody would be kicked off. No, it takes a lot. So if anybody tells you it takes a lot to get banned, I think it's up to like 75,000. It's up there. It's a lot. I had a friend of mine get banned. He got banned on the game. Halo, he got banned on Halo. I don't know what he did, but he got banned. What the frick you do? That's what you got to ask people. What the frick they do when they get banned on a system. But the hardware ban, I got the hardware ban a couple times. And that's what I realized, that Microsoft, at the end of the day, is basically pinging your freaking box. And I realized that that's the only way they would have figured out they had the hardware in that system. How else would they have known? That's pretty much it. So basically matched my IP address and changed everything, so that way if they did get me, I can basically change out to something else. That's why I got a business account instead of getting a residential account. Business account, you get multiple IP addresses, yeah, but those, like 15 of them. But I got into all that trouble in that console system, the fighting, the argument, the screaming, yelling. You already know what it's like. You be arguing and screaming at people, and they be arguing back with them. It'd be a whole bunch of madness going on. I was done with it. I was tired of it. I said, that's it, I'm done. I just want to go in the system and just game. I want to go back to the original, where basically we gamed on the NES and the Genesis and all that. We didn't have none of that nonsense. I remember getting into arguments and freaking Xbox, not Xbox, getting arguments with, Xbox. I didn't get a lot of arguments on Xbox. No, I did not. I just realized that. I got into all the fights in 360. I got into fights. 360 was popping, by the way. If you never had a 360, you missed out. It was popping. The rooms were so crowded. There were so many chat rooms. They were crowded. All of them were crowded. The poker after dark. The camera where you could play poker and Uno. I was on Uno just about every night playing Uno. Poker, the Texan Hold'em High, I was on all that. Texas Hold'em High. We had a lot of fun, man. But I got a lot of trouble too. Remember I said his monitors were too dark? Yeah, and why monitors have to be in the dark? Because the glare. That's why. Now you can get anti-glare monitors, but they're expensive. You can also get the shields too. Oh, forgot to use the silencers on these. Because again, the silencers, you don't have to worry about waking up the crazies. I should have put it on my phone. There we go. Cool. That's supposed to be up. And if you come over here, in this corner back here, breach, I know all the breaches are at. And this is what? Stationary, which we don't need. So we'll put station. We don't need stationaries in here. Let's put stationary in. Now, if you've done the mutilators, which are fun, there's one basically where you get a gold bull that chases you around. It can't die. It'll just chase you around. Let me see what we got here. Barbed wire. Whatever. Put this over here. Go. If we got anything back here, there's always something back here. And there's always a hunter back here too. Nothing there. Oh, cool. What do we got going over here? Nothing over there. Nothing over there. Well, I'll just start the party. We got the scout. There's always the same guns over here. Alright, let's go over here and play. Where's that screen right? It's on that roof? This is why you use the drones, people. Best ones to use them drones. There we go, can't be done. Can't be done. What we got going on back here? Oh, yeah, I'll take it. I'm surprised we didn't get a freaking screamer. They're usually up on the roof, right over there. Oh, we got some ammo here. There he is. I just got late to the party, ain't he? This was been that party a long time ago. Alright, we got here. Machine gun. Take that. There's some ammo right here. Now you see how well lit the board is supposed to be. Not supposed to have any dark shadows, any dark corners and all that. We got to adjust this with monitors. These monitors are coming up way too dark. See that? You're supposed to be able to see all that. We're in eco mode, by the way. See the car, all that. You're supposed to be able to see all this. Nothing's supposed to be dark. That means his contrast is way too high on his monitor. He's going to adjust his monitors right. Well lit, everything is supposed to be. Corner, trucks, all that good stuff. There we go. We shouldn't be able to see the ammo, everything, the weapons on me, everything. He doesn't have to adjust his monitors. Monitors are too dark. Whew. Getting dizzy. I'm looking at this. We're looking at the screen over here, and I should be looking at this over here. Like I could turn all the way around. Oh, there we go. Whee! Now, where's my whatchamacallit? I want to put my handgun up. There we go. The handgun. Handgun's better. Doesn't alert crap. I prefer the handgun because it doesn't wake anything up. And we got rats. And I hear rats. I'm hearing rats. we got here? Ooh, I'll take you. Wait, is that the shotgun with the three holes? Is that it? Oh, wait. Oh, we need this. These things are hard to find. That thing will take a pull down quick. Definitely worth it. They're kind of hard to come by. Yeah, you find a shotgun with the three barrels when they take it. They take bulls, everything down quick. One shot and they're gone. When it comes up, we'll take it out. Yeah, right there, you screamer. There we go. Now, I'm going to tell you, right up here in this corner, this is where you get the breach. There's a breach here. Right there by the body, there's always a breach there if you need one. I'm not sure where all the breaches are at in the game. And you can choose to stay inside, you can play outside. I like to play outside. What we got right here? We got electricity. Oh, we'll take this. Definitely need that. Always check your corners. You never know, you can find something up there. Now I got to race back over here. Get that freak out in the path. Get him away. Let's see. Let's set this up right here. Electricity there. This window over here. Keeping my shotgun. We got here. We got auto turret. We got block. Oh, auto turret. Take that. Take that auto turret. You can put that right in the hallway. Get the heck out of my way. Okay. That blocks anything coming out the house. Go back out. Over the shotgun. Come get off me. Whoa! That's what it takes everything down. Gotta get in the house. I gotta seal the house up. The window open. Oh, shut. Alright, that window can get out there. Where's the bull at? Where's he at? Where's it? I'm dying to kill a bull. Oh, who told you? One shot with this baby, that 3 barrel, he's gone. Got here, auto turn? Oh crap, who used it? I don't know if this auto turn at. You're not supposed to go window. Whee! Auto turn and barbed wire. Can't get better than that. Alright, let's get Gringo taken care of upstairs. Told you. Best gun. Is that 3 barrel shotgun? I want to get a chance to go out front and play for a little bit. Where you come from? Nope. Not today. Where's the bull at? Where's he at? I hear him, but I don't see him. Where he at? Ah, man, I'm gonna get to the bull. You get that gun, you don't fear bulls. You be hunting them suckers down with that gun. Oh, we got electric grid right here. We didn't even know about. Take that too. Or we can get it for later. Oh, I need some ammo. There we go. Oh, see how everything is well lit? Because the height that we got in there, it allows the screen of black screen to be to generate those really high levels. Alright, let me switch over to my double barrel shotgun. Boom. Oh, let me get some incendiary rounds. Alright. Well, where is he at? Because usually, if a spitter's nearby, it means a pool's nearby. Or whatever. Let's go leave. We'll bump into another bull if we're lucky. I need where can we go to? Wait, where's the bull? Oh my god, I almost shot you. Oh, body parts. Hopefully we're lucky we get a bull. Oh, there we go. Where's he at? Reach and charge always on the sofa. Always one on the sofa. Grab right there. Yep. You should pretty much be able to run through the whole level, hopefully, because they get tired. I wish I had like endless adrenaline. That would be kind of odd just to run right through the whole thing. Alright, where's that freaking suitcase at? I've been up here already. What's in here? Oh, there it is right there. Cool. Got it early. Now, if we're lucky we get a bull. I'm going to test this gun out on it. Well, I've done it before. It takes a bull pretty quick out. It's just hard to get them. We got ammo? Maybe we'll go with ammo, right? We got ammo. Let's see what we got ammo. It only carries like 62 rounds in this thing. More than enough. Alright. Any of my players need help? No, they're all good. Oh, there's a bunch more come around here somewhere. Oh, goodbye. He's always in that corner. Alright. This. You can even see the brick wall. Yeah. He just ran right past me, did he not? Ooh, where are you? Where is he? No, let me get to him. There you go. There we go. One hit, one kill. Where's that spitter out here? There you are. Man, this gamer paint is beast. I'm telling you, you just see all the blood, everything. Look at this. Oh, wait, I'm hearing something jacked up. Where is he? Oh, we didn't get the suitcase yet. Where's the suitcase at? There it is, right there. No, it's not it. Where's the suitcase at? I don't want to kill the bull. Get out of the way. Lucky. It's all in the back. Here we go. No, that's not it. Where the frick is this suitcase at? I'm going to have to get the screamer. Oh, that's a mess, ain't it? It's got to be upstairs. Chirkus about this freaking suitcase. Where is it at? Oh, here we go. Told you. One shot, couple shots. Boom! Bull executed. Usually it takes a whole clip to take that thing down. But with this shotgun, which I'm about to run out of rounds. See where they hit this freaking suitcase at. There it is. See, I went back here 3 or 4 times. Nothing. Then it just pops up out of nowhere. That's what I hate about these suitcases. You can hit the same spot over and over again and find nothing. You know, instead of going through all that bull crap all over again. Fastest way to get there is to go up these stairs. Where are these staircases at? There we go. Look at this mess. That's disgusting. Jeez. Look at that. We killed and murdered everything up the steps. There we go. Then we're going to get to the oof. So many rounds. Take that. Any ammo? No ammo, we're good. Alright. Oh, one way to staircase. Oh. People coming in already. Throwing some points at real quick. Might as well, right? Where's he at? I'm hearing him. I'm not seeing him. Where's this bull at? There we go. You missed me, didn't you? Where'd he go? There he is. You get this gun, you don't fear bulls or nothing, man. This thing. Whee! They keep dropping this incendiary round. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, let's get on out of here. Got our extra points. Get out the door. Let's get to the oof. If you take the time, you look over the side, you'll realize that's where you just came from. Right there. And right over here, this is where the zombies are coming in right now. I need to use this right now.
Got a 50 cal.
Yeah, can I get that 50 cal, please?
Come on, bitches.
It's right next to me. Yeah, I know it. Can't clean this mess up. Get my electricity back. What I got on my back? Sniper. I'm good. Why is he always having them on? Is he still back there getting killed and murdered? What's going on with him? You get your butt up here. It's all over me. Get the freak up here. Alright, let me see. Got that. I'm going to be climbing up here pretty soon. Let's get that little mess right there. I need some more for this. Oh. Nice to meet you, buddy. Alright, I need to switch over. Switch over. switch over, darn it. Oh, what the frick is he screaming about? He's always screaming about something all over him. Chopper's clean.
That's a bet.
Recharge for the door.
Fire in the hole.
What we got here? Oh, rocket launcher. Definitely taking you. Alright, what we got going on here? We got electric on us right now. Jeez. Got no extra people with me. We can't take all these goodies with us. Get out of here. Man. Alright, we gotta leave him there then. Is that a bull? Where's he at? Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, got another rocket launcher right here. Dagnammit. The one time I don't have people in here with me to do this with. Breach charge always right there at the door. One there is there. But you don't get any of the place to use it at. There was another door here we can use it at. That'd be pretty nice, but there's no door there. So they give you 2 breach charges. You can only use 1. It's just messed up. Oh, grenade launcher. Definitely taking that. Alright, what do we got here? We got electric grid, so we need to put this up here first, up front. They're going to hop over this and land on the grid. There we go.
Grid is ready to roll.
Locked in. Oh, we got another electric. Oh,
How's the defense grid?
thank you, thank you. Okay, let me see. I'm going to go with this one because they get out of control right here.
There's power.
Alright. What do we got here? Auto turret.
Auto turret is set.
Ah, electrocution over here. Ooh.
Come on, bitches.
Oh, I need my gun. I need my gun. Where's my gun at? Wrong one. Where's he at?
Keep coming.
Ooh, nasty.
Come on, bitches. Screamer.
Oh, that's not the gun we want. That will end me.
That's enough.
Can you charge it here, please? We don't want to go down in this.
Heads, anyone?
Yeah, but I still got ammo on me. I still want to take stuff down.
Pissing me off.
We got this. That's still activated. That's good. Oh, I stepped in the zone. Mother freaking joy. I gotta be careful hitting that zone. I don't want to leave yet. That's a good area to build up points to upgrade your weapons. And that shotgun, I'm trying to upgrade it as high as I possibly can. That's a good weapon. You gonna pass over that? You get that 3-barrel? Don't pass over that. Grab that gun. That gun is extremely powerful. Takes out bulls. You be hunting bulls looking for them. Yeah, camera paint's still good. friend was like, I don't use that gun. Like, brother, use that gun. That gun's amazing, man. We're hunting bulls with that thing. Oh, I forgot we could do that in the game in the mutilator. We can make it all special infected. That's pretty fun to do. Well, whenever she comes on, she's working on something. Well, I think we're going to do that next time we contact. Yo, put the mutilators on, because you can't do it online. You can't do mutilators online. You can do it only with your friends only. We're going to put all special infecteds only. So the only thing we run around is bull. I go bull hunting. Bull hunting! This will make it much more funner. But they got one with the golden bull. Yeah, it doesn't die. You can't kill it. It'll hunt you from board after board after board. It doesn't die. And you ever do the bull and the meat locker? So the meat locker is a level where basically you can freeze to death and die in there. Everything's covered in snow. You gotta figure out what codes or what door. It's like a little riddle when they're going off. And you gotta figure out what levers to hit to open up certain doors. And meanwhile, you're freezing to death in there and the zombies are attacking you. I did that with a golden bull in there. That was a freaking nightmare. Because every time we turned around, this bull was attacking us over and we couldn't kill it. Kept getting back up. We barely made it through there alive. But it was the best one I've ever had in my entire life. You can actually add more zombies in the game. You can make it one hit. They hit you one time, you go down. You don't have any weapons. You don't have any ammo. Pretty fun to play. I just play with family now. That's all I do. Alright, let me see. Before I can leave out of here, I got something I gotta do. I got some recording. I'm pretty sure I uploaded everything already. I'm pretty sure I did. No, if I didn't. No. Do we hate this guy at the end of the day? No, we don't. I don't hate anybody. I don't get the devil that satisfaction. I just think you need to grow up, King. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you King. You're not a king. Jesus is king. That's it. But other than that, no. I think you need to grow up. I'm going to call you PC guy. Alright? So I'm going to call you PC guy. You can call yourself King all you want. I'm going to recognize you as PC guy. I think you need to grow up. That's what you continue to do. Contacting my business account and showing me some prank at the end of the day, again, that doesn't do anything for me. That doesn't take any money off my table at the end of the day. It wastes your time. It shows how mature you are. That's basically about it. Is he in here crying? He isn't here crying in my channel. Get out of here. And I got time for I'm not entertaining you. I'm going to put you in a timeout for... Matter of fact, I'm hiding you from the channel completely. I got time to play with you. Bye. But anyway, you got to grow up, man. You got to grow up. You're a grown man. I can see right there you're a grown man. And you basically trying to show off you play a game better than me? I mean, come on. What do you want to do? Race to the end of the block? Really? Seriously? Man, I gotta be up in the morning. I gotta figure out all the technology I'm testing. I got the stuff soaking in the tank over here. I gotta be outside for demonstrations. I gotta lug equipment up and down. Got an advertising company. I'm warehouse shopping right now, looking for places to set up shop at. Got a lot of stuff going on right now. And in between that, at the end of the year, I got a whole bunch of people got to take to court. So, you know, I got work to do. Meanwhile, you're sitting there on your computer figuring out, let me go contact this guy and show him. Grow up, man. You really got to grow up. You guys got too much free time. You got that much free time, go get a job. Get a second job. That's what you do. Get a second job. Let's see. Oh. Okay, it's in a walk.
Jedi, I am the beginning and the end.
Well, I'm the only person got that kind of power, but you're not you. And what are you? Let me see.
Your mama, you should consider
I
this.
keep thinking this thing, your mama. I don't know why it sounds that way, but that's what it sounds to me. Should you do Team Red? Yeah. I'm gonna put him in the blue and black.
Prevail.
Who will prevail? This is your. Okay, since is this ain't your mama?
Do you understand the fate of those who betray the truth?
I've got an arrow.
Who will come out on top?
Look at that shine push through.
Fight.
Yeah. Gotcha. Boy, these gaming colors are amazing. We're at stage 2. We're about to hit stage 3 in about a couple of days. We get all the way up to 8. We're gonna watch this thing process. I'm gonna do things on my screens that no one else is doing. So we're gonna do some RetroPie gaming out in the snow. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to snow.
I gotta use this now.
I'm gonna do demonstrations that no one else is doing. He's doing the same thing over and over again. He's doing the same thing over again.
What would you like to burn next? Only one team will be left standing.
What driving games do we have? I might have to pay for those. I don't really have any good driving games.
All your friends.
Just remember to take the lens cap off, buddy.
Who will come out on top? Ready. Fight. You cannot withstand.
Can they both right? Yeah. He walked right. He walked into that one. Somebody got crispy. I'll take that abuse. I'll take that. You gotta take something after getting crispy. Jeez. Oh, missed you on that one, didn't I? We walked right into it.
What would you like
To burn next. The collar push is going to be much higher than this. We got something we're bringing in that's going to actually push the collar a little higher. I want the gamer technology to be like way next level for gamers.
The battle begins.
And monitors, way too expensive. Who wants to just spend the money for 3 monitors at the end of the day? Too much money. This technology, you can make screens 150 inches that can cover entire walls. You game off your ceiling if you want, even your floor.
Grant me access to the power of creation and destruction. Draw me the souls of hell tonight.
Look at the color that pushes off of it. That you gotta appreciate. It's a black screen that's reading color that high. And we're doing this in eco mode on a 720p projector. Doesn't even come close to the projectors today.
Bring it home, Mother Dog.
I can't wait to get Call of Duty in Battlefield. I'm getting both of them. Oh, that was easy. He's gone. There's female. And do the same thing over again, are we not? Like literally, seriously? Are we not doing the same thing over and over again? I'm just gonna block this nonsense so she runs out of power. Like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I think I can. She's in that corner. Oh, good, you need that. Sheesh. Look at that nonsense. Look at that. That's the most dumbest thing I've ever seen. Over and over again. I hate people do that nonsense in games. You just have to beat the daylights out of them for doing that nonsense. Same old nonsense back then. Oh, she has more moves than that. Sheesh. The do-ta, over and over again, again. She has far more moves than that. Would you like me to burn next? Good gracious. We got time in here. Jeez. We killed that much time. It's 7 o'clock right now. Let's figure out what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? We're gonna set up downstairs. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna do for downstairs. Some video like that. I'm gonna do some res. I gotta see if this is co-op. Gotta bring my friend in the place with me. That outside level is a pain in the butt. I'd have to have somebody. Them dogs, no joke. Them freaking Dobermans are no freaking joke. The res dogs. The Residential Evil dogs. When you play the game, the dogs would pop up. Man, people would freak out when some dogs turn the corner. You'd run for your dear life. I've never watched any of the movies for Resident Evil. Actually, not really. I had Resident Evil when it first came out for PlayStation. When you walked in that robot formation, you talk, you walk one way, you turn, you walk another way, you turn. I haven't played the other one with the female on it. I'm not a big fan of the horror games, just not. I did Resident Evil when they did the one they were in Africa. That's when they did it was co-op. That's when I did that one. It's the newest one I've done. And I did the one for Dreamcast, so it's pretty bad. But this one I actually played the most. Oh, why did okay, good. I think one of these we don't get a gun. I was thinking about today. I need a game that basically allows me to explore the worlds. I miss Fable. Fable was a really, really good game. That was a really good game for Fable. I like games like that that allow you to explore, get on a ship, and go to other worlds and fight. Fable was really good. Trying to find something like that. I'll pay for something like that. I need a really good game like that. A game that takes time. Oh, grenade. Enjoy. Oh. Is there any guns out here? Nope. It's Becky from the Bake Show. She's mad because her cake didn't come in first place. What we got here? Oh, we got ammo. Chances are we ain't got... What are you doing? Chances are we ain't got what you're calling. We can open the door? Okay. Oh, we ain't got the freaking automatics on this level. Let's see if it's in here. You can't hide behind here too. They'll come to this area too on top of it. Yeah, we're gonna get the handgun. So we better save some ammo. What do we got here in the corner? Oh! Oh, I got eaten! Man, it isn't more than just a handgun. I hate that freaking level. I gotta remember that level. What was it, third? Oh, freaking ate me. We try stage? No, I'm going back to the other level. I want my freaking machine gun. So what's my third? Second one has the handguns. Has the automatics. I like the shotgun better. I met some people that really got into Resident Evil. They read the books and everything. I was like, wow, dude, you understand like, the whole storyline behind that. Do tell. And they explained the whole thing. I'm like, sheesh, I didn't know it was that deep. It's actually a really deep game. Very, very deep game. And there's a book on Halo too. People read that book. That's a novel. It's a huge book. That's pretty cool though. Much respect. Read that book. That's a big book. Alright, here we go. Come on, pick it up. Get it. There we go. Cause some damage. There's Frank from accounting. Never liked him. I don't think I killed Becky. I think Becky's right behind me. I gotta find her. She's right behind me. Yeah, there she goes. Ugh. Oh man, no, I don't want to be in that corner. Where's he at? He's going down that corner. Oh, I knew it! I knew it was right behind me. That's what I love about this game, man. You never know where they're going to come in at. They're going to be behind you or back of you, in front of you. You just never know where they're going to be at. You constantly got to watch your back because they will sneak up on you in a hot second. That's what I love about this game. Like, you don't got no distance for Jack in here. You gotta keep running and shooting. You never know what's sitting behind you right now. See? Oh, shoot. Oh, no, no. Fishing info area right here. Some ammo. In the corner. Whoa! Oh, man, you kidding me? Let's get back up. Love that game. I love this game. Because you never know what the freak is impacting the entire time. It could be on the floor, it could jump out from the wall. Man, that's what I love about the game. It's such a adrenaline rush. At least when I play World War Z, once I wipe out that horde, I'm good. I ain't got to worry about another one coming up. Them suckers respawn all the time. They come right back, come right back, come right up, come right up. Whew! You think that's worse? Wait till you get outside. The outside level is a nightmare. You get outside, you got freaking birds waiting for you. You got these freaking dogs respawning on you. You got these other plant people. I don't know what the freak those things are. They spawn all the time. Oh my goodness! I need another person to get it outside. And then the laboratory filled with dogs. That's another area. Yeah, I gotta stop playing that for a little bit. That makes my heart. All right, people. Wait. Real quick. Yeah, that's the colors right there, people. Look how beautiful the colors are on that gamer. Look at our poster. That's on Never Never Land. That's the purpose of Call of Duty. This is Battlefield, people. So you Call of Duty fans, Battlefield fans, this game is going to be... What you asking for now? Oh, I'm back. Oh, come on. I don't want to do all that crap. EA be doing too much. They do way too much. I don't want to put all that in there. They be asking for email accounts and all kinds of crap. Next thing they're sticking out some little needle. But Bloodside don't want to play. That's the only thing I don't think about EA games. It's way too much information. All you got to do is make me go through the whole guideline. I won't touch the game, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'll check it off. I don't care. I'll accept. But everything else, by my email, what, you can bombard me with tons of freaking mail? No, I'm good. I have no idea where we're at in this thing, man. I'm going to be flying? I am not good at flying, especially the World War II helicopter, yes. Anything with a chopper? I ain't got a problem with that. I'm good with choppers. But freaking planes, when you fly over, how do you know where to drop the bombs at? I mean, I know there's a target system that pops up, but I overshoot my targets every single time. Chopper, I can fly in real close, gun and destroy whatever I need, you know what I mean, take off. I like them better. But the planes will always overshoot my shots every single time. Some people are good with those games. When you see them flying all up and down, like, how the freak you guys do that nonsense? I can't do it. I got keyboard. The keyboard I ordered for this steampunk is just like that. It's an old-fashioned keyboard. Mine's a 1939. I have an Uncle Winfrey passed away a long time ago. He fought World War II.
My father asked me if I was truly ready to go to war.
Can you imagine that?
He told me that the good soldier kills without thinking of his enemies and human being. And when he sees it was a funny man, he's no longer a good soldier.
Never talked about it ever. Only with his buddies when they came over. We weren't allowed it. And when they were sitting down, his buddies came over and they drank and they talked. That's the only time he talked to her. He never brought it up ever.
His legacy to an undefined purpose. We, our fathers, are our own future. That future must be chosen, guided, guided. Spiritual faith conviction.
All this destruction. That's what I see. When I play these games, I never get an enjoyment out of it. It's just watching history, playing through history. But all that destruction. War's been going on forever. The sad thing about it is, it's the higher ups that sending these guys into the meat locker. Enemies don't want to fight. Sometimes they don't want to be in the war. They just don't. You know. A lot of people die. A lot of people die in wars. That's why we should just change it out for video games. Literally. I'm just saying, that'd be a fantastic idea. You know how much money would save in wars if we just did it all in VR? I don't see why you can't. Why can't you have wars that are done in VR? Why can't you? No one gets killed. Oh yeah, I remember this level. I'm gonna get murdered. That'll be the time to load the gun, right? Let's go there. And what I'm doing, I'm looking at. So I gotta watch the gameplay. I have to see exactly how things are burning, how they look, because this is their new paint. The contrast, everything has to be perfect. Right, the lights have to come up. All this is what I'm looking at when I'm doing a game paint. Individual bricks, stones, all that stuff. That's a tank. Where am I going? Oh yeah, okay, I see it right there. Alright, I think that would help me. There we go, come on. One right here, right next to me somewhere. Killed that guy already. That's our people. Oh, there's a thing coming right there. Why the fuck are you so alive? Jeez. That tower ours, are we taking that down? Cause goodbye. Oh shoot. Are we crossing this? Or whatever. What the freak just hit me? I'm not seeing it. Where is it at? Oh man, heck. Oh, it's right in front of me. There he is. Where are you? Whoa! I guess part of it. I'm supposed to die. Hopefully, I don't know. Yeah. Oh man, it's a loading thing every time. Can't see where he's at. They got that smoke. See right there. Somebody up on top of the hill. Oh, that's never good. Where's he at? See him? Oh. I'm jumping from unit to unit. That's freaking crazy. Are we flying? Oh no! I told you, me and Flying King. Don't get low. I don't know if I'm going up or down. Can we see outside the cockpit? Is there any way? Whew. I have no idea if I'm upside down or not now. Why did I do that? Oh yeah, please put me in the back with the gunner. Oh, mother George. We're gonna have a dogfight. To let you know, this is not my best hour. I will not be my best hour. Why are the planes going in this direction? And no, there's no Navi. I'm not looking at any Navi. I have no idea where I'm going right now. Apparently somebody shot at me. Where my guns at? Oh, there are my guns. I got guns there. Alright, well, what the frick am I looking at? Oh, there we go. There's the target right there. Here we go. Oh man, put me in bird's eye. Alright, better with choppers, man. I'm way better with helicopters. Helicopters, I can swing around, come back, I can sit there in the midair. I'm good with it. Alright, whatever. Alright, people, hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed. Had a great time. That's basically about it. As for the other guy, PC guy, or you want to call yourself in the day, I'm not calling you king. It's not going to happen ever. You got to grow up, man. You really got to grow up. Now, you can rant about this video, or you just go out and do something better with your life. Because contact me and figure out, oh my God, I contacted him about a fan, and he fell into. Oh, how in the world would that basically disrupt my life? How's that? Anyway, just how would it disrupt my life? Think about it. Does that crush my entire world? Oh my goodness, I can never build PCs ever again. My credibility is gone. We got to give up and just drop the whole company and go bankrupt. Please, go up. Really? Man. Remind me of Grandma's. No, Grandma Boy's cooler. Alright, that's basically about it. I'm going to get back. I got things to do, and I got projects to work on, and I'm loving the Gamer Paint. Got a chance to test it out. Now, see, PC guy, you thought that I was just wasting my time. I'm testing the game and having some fun with it. Why? I'm basically putting you in your spot where you need to be at. That's what I'm doing. Got a chance to test the game out some more. We got the new upgrades on it for the Stage 2 at the same time, and that's what I'm doing. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to your channel, because you tried to come here and I blocked you. Told you, get a life. And you're going to basically just cry about what I just did here. Why I'm making technology to engineer for the future of projection and, making money. And you're just going to be complaining on your PC, and I don't know what that is, but I don't care. And that's basically about it. So, anything you got to say after this video? I got something to say to you. I don't care. Alright then, that's basically about it. Just want to make you think at the end of the day, you thought you got away with something, but you didn't. We knew it was you. We did the back. I mean, any pictures that come through, automatically Google Lens, everything. We know exactly where source came from. So, bottom line is, yeah. So, what did you win out of your prank? Did you get any money out of it? Any credibility? Nothing at all? Nothing out of thing? Nothing? Just grown man, just send over emails to business accounts. That's basically about it. So, we keep getting those again. I'm going to basically file a criminal charge against you for misconduct and harassment for attacking my company. See how well that turns out for you. Then you won't have your computer in your game system anymore because you've been in a lockup system. So this is what I advise you to do. Go play your game system, be an adult, and just act like you're an adult. Okay, that's what you do, okay? And meanwhile, I got business to conduct. All right, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. I got to go, and God bless.